Good morning and welcome to Paula's Pantry Posts. It's a lady gray kind of day, and if you watch my cup as I'm talking, you're going to see my little Harry Potter cup come to life as my cup heats up with my tea. Okay, so here's what I wanted to chat about today. I don't think it matters how old we are. We all, regardless of what stage we are at life, what age we are at life, we're all very conscious of what other people think of us and even how we look at people and perceive people. Let me explain. So, I recently have been fortunate enough to reconnect with a friend from elementary school, and her name is Kim. Now, Kim and I went to school from first grade up until eighth grade. And then when it was time to go to high school, where I'm from, my awesome town, Thunder Bay, over in Northern Ontario in Canada. So at the time when I was going to high school, we actually had 9 high schools in our town. That's right, 9 high schools. And when I graduated from middle school, from 8th grade, there was at least 4 high schools that you could go from our middle school. So we really split up a lot. Like when we finished 8th grade, we split up a lot. But I digress. So Kim was a friend that I had from first grade to 8th grade. And then after 8th grade, she went to her school. I went to my school. Life moved on, moved away, did our things. Now, I have followed her on Instagram, Facebook, social media, and I've watched from afar. Now, as I watch and I see her life, and she's skiing in the hills and she's super successful and she looks so chic and stylish and she has her family, and like many of you, I'm sure, I often looked at her posts and was like, wow, she's like super cool even as an adult, and well, she'd probably never have anything to do with me, and I'm kind of, I don't run in her circles, and she's brilliant and smart. I think she went and I don't know how many degrees she went and got, but she's just, amazing and awesome. And from me and my standpoint, or from where I'm at, I look out and it's like, wow, like she'd never want to talk to me or be friends with me. I mean, I'm in my 40s and I still kind of have those feelings sometimes. And what's really kind of cool and fun is we've been able to reconnect on Facebook. And fun fact, I've been doing some Enneagram stuff, learning about my Enneagram number, and a friend of mine recently did a class online, like a little free Zoom class. Lo and behold, there's my friend Kim who popped into there. I'm like, hey, you live way over on the coast of Canada. I'm living here in the US. And we just met up in a chat room on Zoom, or, in a Zoom call. And it's just been really cool to connect with her again and to chat with her and realize we both admire each other and we both are like just having fun connecting with each other. And my favorite thing, and Kim, if you're watching, my favorite thing was when she got into the Zoom call and I happened to be asking a question of the host. And Kim's like, I recognize that voice, because some things don't change even after many years. So I think often in life we can look at other people and go, wow, they're so cool. They would never want to hang out with me. The other thing that's interesting about this pandemic, at least for me, what this has really brought to mind, I'm watching a lot of celebrities. There's either live feeds on Instagram or they're posting videos because everybody's at home right now. Nobody has anything else to do. So all the celebrities are posting videos. And when you start to see all of these celebrities, famous people, they're on the red carpet, they have their own stylist team, somebody that does their hair, makeup, dress, they're like, bodyguards, managers, everything. But now you just see them at home with their families, and they're just so ordinary and real, like all of us. And it's just really brought everything back down again, brought people down from their pedestals, realizing that we are all the same. We all have the same frustrations with our spouses or our kids, regardless of how much money you make or what kind of house you live in, or whether you drive your car or you have a driver that drives you around. And we all just want to have friends and people like us. And we all just want to be accepted. We truly just all want to be accepted for who we are. And I think it's kind of good right now because social media was getting to the point where social media was always showing the highlight reels, meaning every time you look on social media, you always saw people looking their best and they're great in the best moments of their day or their week. And now with the whole pandemic, we're getting to see the real nitty gritty. We're seeing people who haven't cut their hair in a long time, or maybe shaved or taken a shower in a long time. We're getting to see people's houses that are lived in and messy because they're living in them all the time right now. We're getting to see people frustrated and annoyed and eating the same food over and over again, because that is what life is really about. And it is so good to realize that, yeah, my friend Kim does want to hang out with me, just like I want to hang out with her because I think she's really cool. Everybody's really cool. And it's just good to remember when we get in those moments where maybe you're even watching me right now and you're like, oh, look at Paula's hair looks really good. Yeah, well, I got up really early this morning to do my hair because I knew I was going to be on a couple Zoom calls, and I colored it last night. But I still get very frustrated with it, and I still need a haircut really bad. And I'm going to look at you and be like, oh my gosh, I love how they make this or can paint that or fix this or draw that or do whatever, because there are so many things about you that I think are so cool and amazing that I absolutely cannot do. So when you look out at the world, whether you're looking at the social media world, maybe you're at church, maybe you're at work, maybe you're standing in line at Target and you're just looking out at people and you start to go, well, that person would never want to hang out with me, or look at that person, they're so amazing, or look at how that person dressed. It's realizing that we're all really doing the same thing. We're all thinking about ourselves and looking out at the world going, I wish they would want to hang out with me, or I'd like to know that person. Unless we're totally thinking about something else, which could also be the case. At any rate, my cup of tea is ready. I got another Zoom call to go jump on. So have a great day. And whether you drink tea, coffee, or tequila from Mexico, just pour it in your cup. Have a great day, folks.